My understanding, so that's my understanding, not necessarily the NUG's understanding. My understanding is that this call to revolt, so they're calling it as a revolution. It is a defense of the people against the repression, aggression of the military. It's a revolution rather than a war.
So as a revolution, why is it going to be any different and met any differently than the bloodshed that the protests earlier on in the year had?
So this is a kind of protection of people themselves against the military, and this is going to be kind of the whole country kind of uprising against the military, and they're calling it as a state of emergency, and it's not going to stop until democracy has returned. So it's a serious one. It's been preparing for months, and to my knowledge, the regime was aware of this upcoming threat as well, and has been increasing attack on ethnic villages and people, especially in the borderlands.
Yeah. How likely is it that it'll get broad support? It may from civilians, but what about the police? What about army? What about public servants?
So there's some positive hope that, people will support this movement, revolution, and also a hope that soldiers and regiments, come and join this people's defense forces. So I think they're hoping on these people's support, and of course, the military is very strong, and for People's Defense Force, no one knows the size or the power of it, but in people's hearts, what they've been hoping is people's support, and some divisions in the military, who knows, no one knows, but start to join the other side could be the hopes.
Yeah. Is there any significance in the timing of this call?
So while this is happening, in a week's time, it's going to be a kind of a UN assembly is happening, and that's where the issue of who to represent, who is to represent Myanmar is going to be debated. So is that the permanent representative of NUG or permanent representative of the junta? And so one of the key issues as to who is entitled to represent is the ability for the government to control to control the territory, to be able to protect the territory. So if this revolution goes ahead, that shows military cannot control the territory. That will be a big key issue at the UN Assembly next week.
And so would the hope be that the UN Assembly would then sanction the NUG representative at the moment, who's currently in situ? Is that the case?
We don't know how this is going to go. They might, the three choices, I suppose. They might recognize both, or they might choose one over the other, or not at all, recognizes no one.
And it's been a difficult year in Myanmar. The economic situation is perilous. COVID is really also very serious. Has this contributed the general state of life for people in Myanmar?
Life has been hard for people of Myanmar. Had the military coup before their COVID that wasn't widespread, was under control at the time, and then you have the coup, and this current COVID crisis was very, very sad and very, very big. And say on social media, almost every day you have people dying, friends, parents dying, your college friends, friends dying. So there's so much is happening and so much suffering. So on top of this revolutions, it looks like it's going to go ahead. But mind you, that a lot of people are supportive of this revolution, because life is already hard under the military, could not be harder.
Htwe Htwe Thein, good to talk as always, and we will watch with interest how this plays out. Thank you.